couple months. Doris, the regular season is finally here. It is upon us.
Amen, Kevin. We have been waiting so anxiously for NBA tip-off. Obviously, you're always looking to see the movement of personnel. How well do guys who've switched organizations fit in with their respective rosters? Is somebody now a title contender? So many anxious front offices hoping they made the right decisions.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Durant is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Lewis. Then there's Holmgren. And it's Pokusevski in at the 4 spot. Drains it from beyond the arc.
If you look at the active three-point percentage list, Mr. Buddy Hield is near the top. This guy is the very definition of sharpshooter.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
During the last decade, from 2010 on, Doris, the Thunder had the second most wins in the NBA.
It's mind-boggling to consider that. That was clearly during the Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden era. The Spurs had the most in that time frame. What that can tell you, though, is small market teams can win in the NBA.
Here's KD, following the score by Miles Turner. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Three-pointer Hield. Here's Turner, and he makes good on the layup. Turner's got his second bucket.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Hield, and there's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good on the assist by KD.
Well, we think of Durant as a naturally gifted scorer. Fact is, this guy understands how to get his teammates open.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And I know he was pleased with his foul shooting last year. How about 87% from the line?
What's up?
Free throw drops for Hield.
For a guy with the shot mechanics of Buddy Hield, you'd love to see him get to the free throw line more, but it's really not his game. He is just a dead-eye three-point shooter.
Now here's Durant. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander, covered by Hield. Baseline jumper. Unable to get that one. And Indiana will go the other way with it. It's a victory here for the home team last time these guys met.
And a really close game between these two in that last matchup. It took a total team effort for them to get the win.
Yeah, I don't think they win without the productivity they got from their bench. That made the difference.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Now guarded by Hield. Lewis on the wing. Back to Durant. Off target from outside.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And the pass to Halliburton. And it's blocked.
Oh, send it back, Alexei Pokusevski. Make him feel that 7-foot frame.
Lewis with the three. The rebound by Halliburton. Indiana leading by 9. 1:57 left to play in the first quarter. Daniels passes to George. Back to Daniels. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And it's the Pacers' ball. They're on a 15-4 run right now. 1:24 left here in the first quarter. Outside, George. From outside, off the mark. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. 11-point game. Pass to KD. Jacks up a three. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. For Indiana, they've gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Pass to Daniels. Halliburton outside. Turner passes to George. Back to Turner. 5 to shoot. Takes the three. He can't get it to go. And the Thunder going the other way now. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And Lewis has it in the corner. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Lewis has got it back down to within single digits for the Thunder. Lewis against George. Passes to Halliburton. Here's Daniels and the powerful one-handed slam.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
And so it's Indiana going into the break with a 10-point lead. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Back right after this.
Please give a big round of applause.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Indiana.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
Paul George is out there with Turner. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. Then there's Buddy Hield. And it's Daniels in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
And the Pacers finished 25-57 last season, their worst record since the mid-'80s. Indiana deciding to go young, and with that comes growing pains.
Shoot two. First free throw is good. And last season, a tough one. Indiana with their lowest winning percentage, Greg, in over 30 years.
Yeah, but I loved how they approached the end of the season. Bringing in Tyrese Halliburton, playing a lot of the younger players, planning for the future.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. So the Thunder, their last game, a loss to Minnesota. Lewis passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one is on Hield.
Let's remember, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is 6'6", so getting on the interior is not a problem.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. We know the league's cracking down on those dangerous plays that risk a player's health. Why was that less of a focus when you play?
That's a great question. I think it's smarter to approach the game this way. We don't want to have unnecessary injury because of guys maybe just taking it a little too far with the physicality.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Halliburton outside from deep three-point range. Kevin Durant with the rebound. Thunder trailing by 9. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Halliburton. Offensive rebound. Pokusevski. And he drops it in from the low post. Pokusevski's got his first basket.
I'll tell you, this is the aggressiveness this coaching staff has got to be thrilled to see from Pokusevski. You're a 7-footer. You've got all the offensive skills. Make sure you're contributing on the glass. Durant deciding where to go with it. Now the pass to Holmgren.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. Outside, George over Lewis. And it's George missing. Thunder trailing by 7. Lewis kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Durant from the arc. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
That is fearlessness, right? Kevin Durant in the catch and shoot, understanding here's an opportunity, I'm going to take advantage.
And that's a foul called on Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Pass to Daniels. Here's George. And just miss after miss right now. Well, Thunder have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Now Lewis. Inside. Here's KD. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
I mean, defensively, you are just contending with so much when you're checking Kevin Durant. It's not just the length. This guy is one of the most skilled, gifted offensive players in NBA history.
And he knocks down the first one.
What we are watching with Kevin Durant, guys, is simply greatness. This guy will go down as one of the greatest scorers the game has ever seen.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Halliburton. There's a screen. From deep, George hands it from downtown. George has got his second bucket of the night.
Well, Paul George, so dangerous from beyond the arc. You better get a hand up and contest.
Durant with a wide open look. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Pacers leading by 5. A 3 from George. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Pokusevski's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
Here's George. Thunder with the rebound. Pokusevski's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Lewis misses.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Daniels passes to Turner. Healed outside. Nifty move. Here's Daniels. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Daniels has got 7.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And continuing to press their advantage. They're not taking their foot off the gas.
1:46 left in the first half. Holmgren kicks to KD. Just 5 on the clock. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Daniels dishes to George. Stolen by Lewis. Gilgeous-Alexander against Hield. And with that shot, the Indiana lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Gilgeous-Alexander.
That was a nice pass from Lewis, demonstrating that he's more than just a scorer.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. 1:14 left now here in the second. Halliburton passes to George. Floats one. Here's Lewis. Passes it to Pokusevski. Lewis dishes to KD. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he goes in for the dunk.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Again, the Thunder scores.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Halliburton kicks to Daniels. George passes to Daniels. Yep, that one goes in there.
They're looking for offense inside as they try to chip away at this lead here in the second.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made one and missed one.
At the line, for the Pacers, Mel Daniels. One shot.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
George against KD. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Three-pointer. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
Wow, just an excellent defensive effort from Buddy Hield. Understanding I've got to contest here, and he does.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Pacers out in front, leading by 4. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Hello there, everybody. It's halftime, and right now the Indiana Pacers are in the midst of a good battle.
Man, I love how aggressive they've been on the offensive glass, generating follow-up shots and making them at a very high clip.
I had to smack myself. The way he was on his backboard, I thought I was out there.
Oh, way to talk about yourself.
I didn't talk about myself. I just said I think I was out there. I is not me. I is we.
All right, now let's check out what the fans are saying on social media. We got one here from Jers to Curse. This one's for Kenny. He asked, would you rather fight one Shaq-sized duck or 100 duck-sized Shaqs?
Wait, that's tough. A Shaq-sized duck is essentially a dinosaur. But 100 Shaqs is terrifying no matter what. So that's tough.
Listen, Duck Shack is still going to destroy you, Kenny. You know what they say, birds of a feather.
You're gonna finish that thought, big fella?
All right.
Thanks to this Jers guy for wasting everyone's time. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the Pacers. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's who Mark Daigneault is going to put out there to start the second half. They've got Lewis. Durant is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Holmgren. And it's Pokusevski in at the 4. Kept alive. Holmgren gets the bucket. Holmgren's got the first basket of the second half. That one for Oklahoma City. Lewis against George. Launches a 3. Traps in the tray. George has got 9 points.
You have got to have the right focus and the right reads in the pick and roll. And Paul George making all the right decisions right now, slicing up the defense.
Holmgren kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Thunder shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
One shot.
And that one misses.
And the Pacers have been one of those teams that they're allergic to rebuilding, but there's clearly a youth movement in Indy, and with young talents like Tyrese Halliburton and Ben Mathurin, they already boast some nice building blocks.
George looking over the floor. That one falls. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
What great body control from the all-star forward. Paul George, so skilled at keeping his composure under pressure.
Outside, KD. Lewis, right side. Clock at 6.
Pacers foul. Numbers Turner. Second personal foul.
The Thunder shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
At the line for the Thunder, Chet Holmgren. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. Here's Halliburton. No points in the game yet for him. He dishes it to George. Healed against Durant. The 3 from George. They get it back. No one near Turner as he lets it go. And the 3 off target. Thunder have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to KD. For the lead. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on George.
Boy, KD's so good with that up fake. He knows once he's got his man in the air, all he's got to do is jump into him and create the foul shots.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
2 shots.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Halliburton passes to Hield. Off target from three-point range. Oh, wow, guys, doesn't look good. We've got an injury here.
And I'll tell you, this is something you never like to see.
No, obviously something that, every player fears. The NBA has made player safety a priority, but injuries continue to happen.
Williams, he's checked in for Holmgren.
Thanks, team. They're amazing. Thanks, everybody.
The Thunder with the lead. Durant for three. And it's Daniels with the rebound. Daniels has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Healed outside. Back to Daniels. 6 to shoot. Short. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Shard Lewis picks one up.
What a terrific take to the rim. Paul George is just giving it to the defense right now. Tenacious on that drive.
Pacers have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
That's good from George.
What we know about Paul George, guys, is he's been a dominant force on both ends of the floor. He's proven he can be a #1 scorer. He has also proven he can guard the opponent's best scorer.
Sharge checked in for Williams. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
Give it up for him. Everyone, show them some love.
That one is no good.
And you can see that even though he ties the game up, disappointed he couldn't give him the lead.
Durant, the pass to Saric. Kicks it to Lewis. Fires the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Lewis has got the lead up to 3 now for the Thunder.
The defensive intensity must pick up. It hasn't been the same this half.
The pass to Daniels. Halliburton up top. Gilgeous-Alexander cover. And there's the call on Dario Saric. That's his first foul. And the Thunder making a change here. Robinson Earls checked in. Outside Turner. Halliburton against Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Halliburton missing.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Hey, guys, a bit of a surprise with the change of scenery for Halliburton.
Oh, I'd say so, Greg, because this guy was the number 12 pick just a year before, had a outstanding start to his career his first year in Sacramento. I don't think there's any doubt this guy will continue to shine in a new uniform.
There's the screen, and Durant puts up a deep three. Tried to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. Outside, George. Three-pointer, Hield. No good. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Durant, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's deflected. Out of bounds. Indiana takes possession. Williams, he's checked in for the Thunder.
Williams.
Indiana's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Here's George. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
we see Paul George just understands how to use his length and his size. He is such a tough cover close to the basket.
Paul George, 2 shots.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. Williams, he's checked in for Kenrich Williams. Good on both. And KD's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Poke loose. Paul George with the steal. And now the fast break. George with the ball. Here's Daniels. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 6 assists now in the game.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And a close game like this, you gotta dig deep and just find a way to make things happen. Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Turner for 3. Nailed from three-point land. And it's a 7-point Indiana lead.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
The Thunder with another miss.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
Turner with a screen on Williams. And here's George for 3. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Indiana. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. They're trailing by 7. They've got Tyrese Halliburton. Miles Turner out there with Paul George. Then there's Buddy Hield, and it's Daniels in at the 5 spot. So that's the group out there for Indiana. The 3. They grab their own miss. Back to Lewis. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. And then Durant with the dunk.
Yeah, Kevin Durant's got the jumper. He shows you right there. I'm going to rock the rim. Leave no doubt, KD.
Halliburton passes to Daniels. Durant with the steal. Launches it. Again, Durant missing.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
Thunder trailing by 5. Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Kevin Durant with the 3.
Challenging this D with the 3 ball. That's his second from distance this half. And he also hit one in the first half, too.
Halliburton kicks to Daniels. The dish to George. Pass to Hield. Turner with the screen for Hield. That 3 off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. And the Thunder making a switch here. Williams is checked in. The Pacers shooting for the game at 42%. Timeout called the Pacers. With an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. This is a close game, as you know, but he sounded extremely confident. He told the players, don't let up now, fellas. This is when we make our move. Right now. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. Here's Halliburton. Pass to Daniel. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. From about 19 feet. And there's another one for the Thunder.
This guy is showing off his entire offensive package right now. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander in full effect.
Halliburton passes to George. Down low, and it's slammed in by Turner.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Indiana leading by 4. Daniels passes to Halliburton, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Greg, looking back at the 2021 draft, I'm still shocked. Tyrese Halliburton fell to 12. My goodness.
What a steal Halliburton has been. He broke his wrist in college, and that scared some teams away, but boy, Tyrese has been awesome in the NBA.
First free throw is good.
A superb scorer and a talented distributor. Tyrese Halliburton is exactly the type of point guard every team would love to have.
Sharge checked in for the Thunder. Halliburton hits them both. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. George against Durant. Sharge has the open look. Misses the 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Daniels dishes to George. He lobs it up. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Lewis. Durant the pass to Lewis. The three-pointer, no good.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
And George gets it to go.
Really, really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
You know, a few more possessions like that one, and they can put the finishing touches on this game. They just have to have effective trips like that one.
Here's Halliburton. Outside, George. To the paint. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 8. A minute 50 left in the game. Williams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City.
Williams.
A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. And here's KD for three. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Time now for an injury report. Let's get an update on Chet Holmgren. David, what's the status?
Hey guys, the Thunder's head athletic trainer gave me an update. He's getting looked at now for what the team is saying is a collapsed lung. Obviously something that is very serious and something they don't take lightly. There's no shot of him coming back in this one, and in fact, he might be sidelined for a longer time period. And that is not what his team wanted to hear, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Appreciate the update. Never like to see any kind of injury break.
Yeah, it's one of the toughest parts of the game because you have little to no control over it.
Well, we're obviously hoping for a speedy recovery because we know this about this young guy. He simply loves playing the game.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. Oklahoma City's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
His production has been unbelievable, a testament to how much he cares about his craft.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Pacers.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And you could tell they were ready for this one today, guys. There was something extra on the line, and they wanted it.
Shooting 2.
Gets the first, and that brings them within single digits. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And it's the Pacers with the ball. They've led by as many as 11 points. Outside, George. He kicks it to Daniels. 5 on the clock. Or the 3. Offensive rebound.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
And they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
George against Gilgeous-Alexander. George with the ball. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching as we end with the New Balance Player of the Game.